Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm talking to you about my top 10 comic picks for August 24th, 2022. And there is some great comics here to talk about like always, but first please be sure to subscribe, like the video, and comment down below what you're most excited for this week. I'm dying to know what you guys are picking up as some of my favorite parts of the week, knowing what everybody's excited for. So let's dive right into my number 10. It's going to be Gun Honey Blood for Blood number 1. Now, this was an independent comic that shot up when it first came out. Not many people were looking towards this, but once it came out, it was a hit. And now the sequel is here, and we have crazy good cover artists like Art Germ and Adam Hughes coming into play with this. And honestly, the series is a really fun, interesting series. Now, it takes place with weapons expert Joanna Tan, and she's the legendary Gun Honey. But so after her last mission in the last storyline, she's kind of on the lay low right now, trying to recover from everything. So she's gonna be on the run in this issue, but I mean, she's obviously gonna get somebody to catch up to her, and shit's about to go down because Gun Honey is not gonna be stepped on. So she is just a badass chick, and I think it's just really fun. And also, like I said, the covers are just really, really good. That Art Germ, mwah, love it. So really looking forward to reading this one. In my number 9th spot, it's going to go to Swamp Thing number 16. It's the finale of Swamp Thing, and I'm dying inside. This was such a good Swamp Thing run in my eyes. I think Ram V killed it, and if you haven't gotten the chance to read it, I highly recommend picking up this storyline. So, Swamp Thing now is going to have to face the Parliament of Green in this big, or Parliament Gears, my bad, in this big bad showdown towards the end. He's hoping to save Earth, and, you know, Swamp Thing, he's going to come to our aid. I know he's gonna save Earth, but it's gonna be a tough battle with corrupt and cancerous forces, and oh man, it's so in depth, and you really have to like think about what you're reading because it's so much explanation, but the explanation really grows and expands and allows your knowledge of Swamp Thing to really you know, just really dive into it. And that's what I absolutely love. So I'm dying to read this finale. I'm dying to see what will happen to Swamp Thing, our hero, and you know, I'm just really, really excited to see how this all wraps up. In my number 8th spot, it's going to a brand new Marvel comic called Damage Control number 1. It's a mini-series, and it's written by the Adam F. Goldberg, who did the TV show The Goldbergs. So we know it's going to have a comedic feel to it. We know it's going to have that fun, action-y event, and Damage Control was back in the day, and now they are rebringing it, and with a new hero this time. Our new hero is Gus, and he is a fresh-faced, eager newcomer to the company to help with the damage control. So essentially, when superheroes deal a lot of damage, who comes and cleans that up? It is the Damage Control. And we're going to see tons of Easter eggs, as well as characters like Moon Knight, She-Hulk, and so many more. So I'm really looking forward to this. I do hope this is a really fun issue, and I hope that Marvel really takes advantage of having that comedic humor in this comic. In my number 7 spot, speaking of comedic humor, it's going to go to Minor Threats number 1. It's a miniseries of Dark Horse, and the reason why I say comedic humor is because it's written by none other than Patton Oswalt. So Patton Oswalt is known for being a huge comic fan. He is known for being MODOK in the Marvel series. So having him do his own creator-own just sounds so fun. And what is funner with him to write than to write about like D-list superheroes, or supervillains, my bad. Not like the supervillains like Green Goblin and like your arch nemesis supervillains, but like people like Wrecking Crew and, you know, supervillains that literally just get beaten up and tied to poles, and like, you know, it's hard being them. So this is gonna focus on those types of supervillains, and to me that sounds really funny. It's very gonna be street level supervillains, people like Calendar Man and Kite Man, even though Kite Man's a pretty badass now, but yeah, it's gonna be stuff like that, and that to me is gonna be so fun and funny, and I hope this is a really big hit in my eyes because it could be really, really cool. In my number 6 spot, it's gonna go Batman White Knight presents Red Hood number 2. Now this is issue 2 of 2, and it was supposed to wrap into the Batman the White Knight series going on right now, and I think it's doing a great job. It's really showing how Red Hood is on his upcomings to being a superhero yet again, and he's trying to do the thing that Bruce Wayne has not been able to succeed in, and that is to make the perfect Robin. Every time Batman has gotten a Robin in this universe, let me make that very clear, in this universe, it hasn't gone very well, and Jason takes his new sidekick Gan under his wings and really is embracing that hero side to him that we've all known and loved of Jason. Now Red Hood, he's one of my favorites because he's so complex, and I think that's the whole idea of this, is battle between being a hero and murdering, and I really enjoy that. I think Sean Murphy's doing a killer job, and the artist Simone De Maio is doing fantastic as well. So really looking forward to that. In my number 5 spot is going to go to none other than one of my favorite comics right now, Department of Truth number 20. I mean, time has flown by since Department of Truth number 1 has released, and now we're all the way to issue 20, and honestly, I could be not more excited for this. I'm so hyped because this issue seems to be one of the most important issues of all of them. Cole Turner, our main hero, has been diving more and more into both the Department of Truth and the Ministry of Lies. And as he's finding out more and more, he's really trying to decide for himself whether he got roped into the wrong side of this equation. Is he really working for the bad guys? Are we really helping the Department of Truth do some evil, corrupt shit? And that, to me, is going to be a total twist in my eyes. So I am dying to find out what happens in this issue, so I can't wait for Wednesday. Detective Comics number 1063 is going to be my number 4 spot. I mean, Ram V yet again killing it, and now he's with Raphael Albuquerque on this brand new team up for Detective Comics. We've only had 1 issue so far, but man, did I love it. There were so many parallels to like the Phantom of the Opera. It had such a gothic operatic feel to it, which I just absolutely love for Batman. Plus, I find it so different, and with so many Batman titles, having something stand out like that really puts the edge on it for me. So in this issue, we're really gonna have Bruce Wayne and Harvey Dent meet in this universe, but Harvey Dent is asking for help, and Bruce does not know whether to trust him and have him be friend or foe. So that's gonna be a really interesting dynamic in this universe, and I am all here for this. In my number 3 spot, it's going to go to Wynd Throne in the Sky number 1. Now, this is the 3rd part to the Wynd series. James Tynion, honestly, I really like Wynd. I think he is doing a fantastic job at this. It is young adult readers. However, I feel like you can read it at any age and really still connect to the characters. And in this land, in this series, this mini title, we're really going to dive more into the kingdom and the Fae, and whether they're really going to get along or not. There's probably going to be an all-out war between them because they just do not get along. But our main hero, Wynd, he totally is going to be able to combine these two people and really show the power on having to be human and be fae. So honestly, I'm really looking forward to this. I love the covers, and I hope it's just a breath of fresh air when I read it. In my number 2 spot, it's going to go to Tales of the Human Target number 1 one-shot. Now, this is a one-shot about the Human Target, Chance, and I honestly am so looking forward to this. I've been really liking Tom King's run for Human Target, and this is going to be no other. You have great artists like Mikel Yannon, Raphael Albuquerque, Kevin Maguire, and Greg Smallwood, all telling short tales on what happened to Chance prior to him getting poisoned by Lex Luthor. So I'm really excited to see more about him and more about the Justice League International as well. So this should be a really fun one-shot, and the covers are so gorgeous as well. How could I not fall in love with all of these? So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how Tom King really develops this character more and more. Now, before I say my number 1, I have a few honorable mentions. We have Action Comics number 1046. We're really getting back to when Kal-El returns, so it's creeping up on us. That War World story is kind of ending, and now we're going to dive more into what's happening now. Amazing Spider-Man number 8. I'm excited to see what happens with the Oscorp suit. Axe Judgment Day number 3, really building upon each other, really excited. Bunny Mask, Hollow Inside, Aftershock, doing a great job with their horror series. I love Bunny Mask, so creepy. Carnage number 5, another great creepy comic. Farmhand number 20, it's the last of the arc, and I'm so sad, but it will return, and I'm really excited. Grimm number 4, Grimm's doing exceptionally well for Boom, yet again, another Boom hit. Gunslinger Spawn number 11, one of my favorite spawns. Harley Quinn number 21, there is amazing Killing Joke homage to this one. Absolutely love that cover. Olympus Rebirth number 1, one-shot. It's going to figure out what's really happening with Hippolyta. Public Domain number 3, Chip Zdarsky at his finest writing that independent. Radiant Black number 17, I say this all the time, it's a sleeper, pick it up. Star Wars Darth Vader number 26, oh, great covers. TMNT Armageddon game opening moves number 2, another prelude to the Armageddon game, so really excited to have this really build up. Now, for my number 1 spot, it's going to go to none other than Star Wars Hyperspace Stories number 1 out of 12. Now, Dark Horse got the rights back to Star Wars, and now they are doing the all ages titles. So IDW lost that, and Dark Horse has now picked it up. And honestly, the Star Wars all ages sometimes are the best. The High Republic Avengers was actually much better in my eyes than the regular Marvel High Republic. So to me, I'm really excited to see what they do with this Dark Horse title. Now, this comic in particular is going to focus on one of the best eras, a lot of people really love, the Clone Wars, and it's really going to have Padme, Anakin, Obi-Wan, General Grievous, a lot of people's favorites in this. So this should be one that a lot of people are hyped for, and it should be a really fun issue as well. I'm really, really excited to have a different person take over Star Wars other than Marvel, because unfortunately, I'm gonna be honest, some of the Marvel ones get a little stale, they get a little boring, and I don't really like talking about space all that much. So I like some scenes, but like when it's the whole issue just talking about one space battle, you know, I'm a little bored. So to me, the all ages ones gives a nice both play, because it gives, you know, what people want. It gives that space battle, but it shortens it and allows to open up for more characters, more wars, more like Jedi fight scenes, you know, all that good stuff. So really, really looking forward to this, and I can't wait to see how it plays out. So that's going to be it for me. That's my top 10, but there's so many more comic books coming out this Wednesday, August 24th. Please go to your local comic shop and check them out. Sign up a poll with them. They would absolutely love it. That's kind of how our best way to sell comics is. So yes, go to your local comic shop Wednesday and have a great day.